Koto! Welcome to my vlog of reading the my book for this month's Tortured Book Club. So my sister and I chose the prompt Captive for this month of February, and I recommended to her Call Me Evie by J.P. Pomarie. It's a psychological thriller. I read a lot of those, so quite familiar to me. My sister has recommended to me a dark fantasy romance. So this is the first I've ever read a dark fantasy romance. I don't read fantasy. I read Harry Potter, right? That's maybe it. My extent of romance reading is pretty much just Emily Henry books or similar books to that. Definitely very light, almost, yeah. Definitely nothing like what I think this is going to be. So not only is it my first time doing a fantasy romance, dark fantasy romance, it is my first time reading on the Kindle. So my sister owns this book on Kindle, so that's where I'm reading it. I don't think I've even said the name, lol. A Kiss of the Blood Prince by Alessa Thorn. Exciting. So I am going to start reading it. Yay! Okay, I just turned the lamp on because I'm like, I'm reading, need some light for my book. It's a Kindle. I don't need, the light comes from the iPad. Okay, see, this is, you can tell I have not read Kindles before. Whew. Okay, and now I can start. First word I don't know. Fug. What the fug does fug mean? Noun, a warm, stuffy or smoky atmosphere in a room. Okay, so it just makes sense. It's kind of like fog, but it's fug. It's like fog inside. A warm fog is a fug. That's the vibe I'm getting. Okay, cool, love it. Okay, is a fae, this is the first time I've seen the word fae, like F-A-E, because it's from this pack of cards of fairy creatures. Is a fae a male fairy? Oh, here we go. Mythos and Legends Wiki. A fae, often mistakenly known as a fairy, is an entity that belongs to the realm of mythical beings in European folklore. So is a fae a type of fairy? Or a fairy is part of a fae. With a long scarlet red hair and a set of antlers like a stag rising from his head. Sounds like someone I know from a certain book cover. Okay, I really was not expecting to have so many words that I don't know. What the fuck? What is a woad? Am I meant to know this, or am I being like super picky and like thinking I'm meant to know this and I just need to let the book play out and I'll find out? Oh, okay, a woad, a yellow flowered European plant of the cabbage family, widely grown in Britain as a source of blue dye, formerly widely grown. Okay, so what was the context? Woad tattoos. Okay, so he's got little cabbages tattooed all over him. Sweet, love it. This is way more intense than I expected. The violence is way more than I expected. Like in a thriller, they give you like it's suspenseful, so you like know something's probably about to happen, but this was just like whoosh, so sudden. What? Everyone in the carriage is dead? What? Okay, yep, let's keep going. Okay, they're taking Faye, Elise, the Fae are taking Elise out of the carriage now. But, so did the light, why was everyone killing each other? The golden light, the killing light. So I think the magical light of the Fae killed all the people in the carriage. But why was everyone going batshit crazy before that, killing each other? Why weren't they just all just trying to like get away? Was that part of, yeah, okay. Just that bit is sort of annoying me a little bit. All good though. Right, so it is a decent bit later in the day now, and I am doing some food prep chopping for the week. My partner got some veggies from the veggie market. So I've got about quarter way through the book. Yeah, about 25%, the little Amazon ready thing tells me. And so far, like, I am liking it, I'm enjoying it. A thing I have trouble with my own usual genres of sort of literary fiction, contemporary, and even thrillers sometimes, even crime. It takes a while to kind of get the plot moving. It's very easy to lose interest or to just not have it in that sort of page turning vibe, but like it's going. The plot is moving nice and quickly, so that's cool, and also what I would expect for such a short book. It's getting into things. So that was good to see. I am enjoying it. I like the Elise character. She made me laugh. Understanding the sort of brewing little love story between the prince and Elise. Very much the like, I'm your slave, but you seem to kind of like me and protect me, and so this is a bit weird. And I like the self-awareness that she's like aware she's obviously attracted to him, but that she's like, I know that this is kind of dumb. Like, this guy's he kidnapped me. Like, this is crazy. So, loving the self-awareness from her. Overall, I am liking her as a character. I like that she's still thinking about how her friend Chrissy is going. The bit about, it's obviously talking about how she's wondering a lot now about, like, well, what did the humans do? Like, why are you attacking us so bad? I kind of already thought that had been said when the prince at one point said something about, like, oh, you know, they banished us. We're back after being banished. Well, that wasn't said to Elise, but it was said in the book, in the context. So I was like, okay, so we know that. But I guess it's the way Elise keeps wondering about it, and the prince keeps talking about it. I feel like they're gonna give some more details. And look, this isn't meant to be a thriller at all. A suspense. I can assume they were probably horribly violent and terrible to the Fae people. And that's what humans do, and humans historically do suck, so like no surprises there. I'm interested into why Elise has such a positive outlook on humans, that she's like, what did we do to deserve this? Like, so much stuff, what do you mean? Like, I have no trouble believing that the humans deserve to have war waged against them. In terms of like the context, like what's going on, where they're from, the different names for London and England and things like that, definitely a bit confusing. I understand it does make sense, but I'm finding it a little bit hard to keep a track of, but not too bad. Like, I'm sort of just like, I bet that'll make sense in a few pages, and then eventually it does. Yeah, I think I'm liking it. I am. Like, I'm excited to see them get together. I think surely that is the mark of a good romance book, correct me if I'm wrong, is that you're kind of like, oh yeah, I want to see this go down, let's get going. Yeah, so basically my plan for the evening, I ended up getting a lot busier, so I didn't read as much as I planned to, and I'm doing this later than I planned to, but my plan is once I've done this food prep, I'm going to make a little drink and a snack, because I'm starving, and sit down and read some more. Enjoying the Kindle so far. Like, it hasn't hampered my experience at all, I don't think.
So yeah, that's been a nice surprise too.
Lovely evening, so I am going to read outside while I have my snack and my drinks. I have like an iced chocolate milk thing, some bliss balls, crackers, and some dip. With my lovely cat here just out of frame, and I am excited to get back into this book. Absolute dream job to just put together a library, just a pile of books to sort through. You're gonna have to read all the covers and the blurbs to know what they are and how to put them. That is elite. That is fun. What a job. Giving it to you. I'm not giving it to you. I'm putting it away from you. This is Maggie, everyone. Her paws stuck in my shirt, I think. Yeah. Well, you got it in there, you get it out. There you go, darling. Forgot to mention this before because it's already happened a lot in the book, but when the prince goes like, "What in Erewhon's name are you doing? Oh, only Erewhon knows," or like as like a replacement for like God knows or God damn it and that sort of thing. I just think it's really funny. I don't know why, because it just doesn't roll off the tongue as nicely. It's a little bit clunky. I'm also interested if the Fae mythology has Erewhon as the god, and that's like a set thing, or is this something Alessa Thorn has come up with? In fact, that's probably a lot of my I wonder about fantasy books in general, because so much fantasy is kind of already established and are based off myths. Is there like, how much freedom do writers have to like really come up with their own version of you know, a mythology? Sorry, but this scene where he is like, I can do a spell, so you can read all the books, and no matter what language they are, you'll be able to read them, and you'll know which ones are magic, so that you don't touch them and get like die or something. The fact that he's like, but I have to kiss you to do it. Like, does that not sound like a 10-year-old birthday party and a boy is trying to kiss you? And like trying to come up with a reason within a game or something. Like, that's the vibes it's giving. It's giving 12-year-old boy wants a kiss it's like, it just sounds so fake and dumb. But I love it. Like, oh my god, they have to kiss. I have got back from my walk. It was very, very good. Did some yoga, and then I did a bit more reading of The Blood Prince. Over halfway through now. I did manage to get, and I'm making dinner right now. I did manage to get a little bit more of the lore. I did manage to like get through that chapter, and it was fine. I'll be honest though, it was still a bit confusing. Like, there's a few bits about it I'm like, what does that mean? The actual chapter of like, oh, what the humans did, like, to be honest, not surprising. And I don't mind, because I feel like the whole point is this is a romance. I don't know if the fantasy bit is so important. You know, it's exactly what I kind of assumed that it was going to be. So, you know, it was just sort of like, okay, cool, like, we've done that bit now. So that was good. I am really enjoying, and I am really surprised. For the length of the book, I really felt like things were going to be rushed, and I don't think it is. Again, I'm continually still being surprised by how it's moving quickly, but it doesn't feel rushed. It feels good. Everything's got the right amount of time to breathe, and yeah, it's good. I'm finding the e-reader good. It's kind of cool to see how far you're through with the percentage, but I've got to be honest, I miss being able to like look and see physically how far you've got through the book. Like, that's always just really satisfying, personally. So that would be still not a huge convert, I would say, yet, on the Kindle side of things. Anyone interested, I'm just making a little stir fry. And I do say little because I only have a small pan with me, but that's fine, that's all I need. So I am going to, on a really high heat, fry up some tofu, and then add, I have like a pepper that needs to be used up, like a capsicum, a red pepper, so I might add that. And I'll throw in a few of the zucchinis I prepped earlier. And then I like to make a satay sauce. This is like my go-to stir fry. It is amazing. So that is sizzling away. I did do a decent bit of reading last night. Yeah, actually, not really. Basically, I did not finish the book. And we went to bed very late again. And now I'm up. And this is technically should be lunch, but it's the first time we're eating, so I'm gonna do basically two breakfasts to make up sort of one lunch. Then peanut butter on toast and yogurt and cornflakes and rice bubbles and stuff. Yeah, overall, so from where I left off, spoiler alert, the Alessa was taken by the, let me pull up,
by the soldiers. Oh no, by Theon. That really surprised me, in her being back with the soldiers. I really didn't see that happening, so like that was cool. That was good. I was kind of keen. To be honest, I did think that Theon was going to do something, that he was going to be the sort of spanner in the works. So yeah, that was cool to sort of, yeah, we kind of got a bit comfortable in just focusing on Elise and Keon's relationship. So it was time, I think, very well paced for it to be sort of rumpled up a bit, and especially when she has obviously just now started to acknowledge that she has quite real feelings for him. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, and I'm excited to see what happens next. So yeah, I'm actually gonna do some reading while I eat my breakfast. Finished the chapter where Elise, again, probably spoilers from now on, until I say otherwise, where Elise is being questioned by the English, by like humans, and it is like, that is my worst fear, is when they're trying to be like, tell us something, we need to defeat the Fae, like tell us something that's a weakness or something, and she's kind of like, there's no weakness, you need to make a peace treaty. And they're just like, well, if you're not gonna tell the truth. And that is my worst fear, is being like held captive or hostage or something, and they're like torturing you or getting on you to tell them something that you genuinely don't know, that you're like, I would tell you if I knew, but I just don't. That's a huge fear. Like, because what do? You don't know. Do you guess? Do you, like, yeah, I don't know. That's terrifying.
So, I have not read anything basically since breakfast yesterday. I had a busy day, and I've had another, well, not a busy day, it's just, I've been at work. So yeah, I am finally getting back to The Blood Prince. I've got like 30% left on the Kindle. I gotta be honest, I'm not used to that. I still like thinking in pages. Because, like, I don't know how long it's going to take me to read 30% of the book. Is 30% of the book, depending on how big the book is, that could be way different. I like looking at how many pages I've got left. So, okay, so I'm on page 120 to 168, math, 46, about 40 pages, 50 pages. Yeah. Okay, wait. So, you're telling me that Elise is like, you guys won't be able to defeat the Fae. Was she just bluffing? Because homeboy shot Can and he went down like a light. He was done. He was growing a cocoon. He was going to turn into a butterfly. Like, what? And she chest compressions him back to life? Yells him back to life? Like, what happened? Look, I was really enjoying this book. But I gotta be honest. This last bit, the Prime Minister talking, like, it's not realistic. Like, it's just not, like, even in the context, the Prime Minister would not have the meeting in that style. There would be more, I don't know, like, the way the Prime Minister conducted himself. Like, I get it. Maybe I'm taking this too seriously, because, like, the point is the romance, right? And, like, the plot around it is just to help, you know, the romance along, but yeah, I don't know, it's gone a little bit down for me, but that's okay, it's still been good overall, but yeah. Okay, so I have finished the book. Yay! Yeah, it finished, again, like I said, yeah, a bit more abruptly and just, yeah, you know, not super realistic for me. But again, that's the thing, right? This is like a new genre for me. I'm not used to this type of thing. Overall though, I'm not gonna let that last little bit, you know, put me off, because like overall, otherwise, I liked it. Like, I didn't mind it. It was, I think it was better than I expected. I don't know what I expected, but I think it was better than I expected. So that is my first ever fantasy romance. I don't know, is this a dark romance? I can't remember. If it is, it's not as dark as I thought it would be. Like, I feel like surely there's darker, right? I was pleasantly surprised, and yeah, you'll have to check out another video. Our video where my sister and I discuss both our books we read, including this one. So yeah, that's all she wrote.